Hi, this is Domini, aka Sleepy from Espresso Mud, and today I'm going to be doing something slightly different. Usually, when I do a gameplay test or something cool I want to show off, I'll grab a few screen caps and I'll put up in a blog post. However, I felt like for what I've been working on, it works a bit better if you can actually see it in motion. So, without further ado, I've been working on some QuickTime events recently. These were actually some stuff that I was working on last year, but I've been tweaking the code a little bit, trying to figure out how to set the time and what sort of labels will be a bit easier to work into scripts. And one of the very first ones I did actually was a choice timer, since this is common in things like Telltale games. Like when you have to pick, do I agree with you, do I disagree with you, or am I going to remain silent and let you get mad at me? So, for this one, it was actually pretty simple to do. This is a longer timer, about 5-ish seconds, and for now I'm just going to pick choice 1. As you see, door number 1. And this can be changed so you can have some faster timers, like if there's a more stressful event, and you can let the timer even run out and bring up a third timer just to be sure you're actually going to pick something, and no, you didn't care enough to pick something. The second QuickTime event I worked on was randomized button presses, and this was seriously called Press a Random Thing So You Don't Die when I was testing this out. So, of course, it's set on the idea that the timer will go, and you have to pick between 4 potential keys, and depending on your success, you either win, or if the timer runs out because you were too slow, you die. But this is one I'm slightly less partial to, because I do find this sort of code works better if you're working with a game that's based on PC, or if you're doing a game that you know will be on console somehow. But if you want to go into something like mobile, this isn't going to work in terms of the button presses as much. It's going to be very distracting. So I find this one is interesting to keep in mind from a conceptual point of view, but it's one that I'm less partial to, just in terms of flexibility. As for the third QuickTime event, it was something that was also inspired by Telltale games. Since in Telltale it's not too uncommon to see something where you have to knock open the door or knock back an enemy, and you do it by hitting on a specific point on the screen. So here you have the artisan, you have the timer going down, and you have to hit the specific point, otherwise you die. While I do like this method, it's also very heavily reliant on the sort of feedback you give the player. So this includes things like watching the artisan get pushed back. It can include hearing the sound effect of you having to hit the artisan over and over again. Or you can combine it in a sequence where you have to keep kind of fighting the artisan by hitting him multiple times at different points. And that's everything we've done so far involving testing QuickTime events. I will probably make another few videos involving looking at my other features, such as working with tumbler locks or broken puzzle pieces or even the touchpad. Until then, thank you very much. Feel free to leave any comments below. Thank you.